Your phone buzzes. It's the call you've been dreading. Or the interviewer just asked you that one question that you weren't ready for, and your heart's already been hammering before you've said a word. Your thoughts are 3 steps ahead. All of them are bad. Stop. Don't think yet. Do this with me right now. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Now out for 6. Do it once right now. Now press your thumb and middle finger together hard. Hold that squeeze and ask yourself one question. What's in my control right now? That's it. 3 moves. Hi, I'm Will Deek, college professor and longtime martial artist. And what you just did in the last 60 seconds, that wasn't a relaxation trick. It was a neurological reset. Here's exactly why it works. Let's start with the breath, because this isn't the just breathe advice you've been ignoring since you were in the 3rd grade. The 4-4-6 pattern has a specific edge built into it, and it's the exhale. You see, when you breathe out for 6 counts, you're sending a direct signal to your vagus nerve. Think of it like a biological brake pedal for your stress response. The main line of the system that says stand down to all that cortisol and adrenaline. That extended 6-count exhale is what triggers the brake. Even 1 round starts nudging your nervous system out of threat mode. 2 rounds and you can feel the shift. Now, here's where most people miss the point. Your body just changed state. The next step is about locking that state in. The thumb middle finger squeeze isn't a fidget habit. It's embodied cognition, meaning your physical sensations talk directly to the part of your brain that runs below conscious thought. When you press those fingers together, you're giving your nervous system a concrete present moment signal. Something real, something happening right now in your body. Not in the imagined disaster your brain was just narrating and making up for you. In sparring, the moment your attention drifts to your head, what if I lose? Or what if I embarrass myself? You get kicked right in the face. Same thing in a job interview or in a conversation. Your brain runs the catastrophe reel and suddenly you're fighting your own nervous system. The squeeze pulls you back. Nobody sees it, but your nervous system feels it. Now, your body is regulated. Your attention is here. The 3rd step redirects where your brain actually points its resources to. But before we go there, try 1 more round of 4-4-6 breathing with me right now. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. Feel that? That's your vagus nerve doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Most stress is future focused. What if this goes wrong? What if they say no? What if I blow it? That's the loop, and here's the trap. You can't solve a future that hasn't happened yet. You can only act right now. The Stoics understood this. You only have power over your own mind, not outside events. That's not a motivational poster. That's practical advice. When you ask, what's in my control right now, you're doing a pattern interrupt. You're pulling your prefrontal cortex back into the driver's seat and telling it to look at what's exactly happening right now in front of you. In the interview scenario, the question has landed. Panic spiked, but you've squeezed, you've breathed, and now your brain asks, what's in my control? The next sentence out of your mouth, that's it. Not the outcome, not what they think, just that next sentence. So the sequence is breathe to regulate the body, squeeze to anchor the new state, ask the question to redirect the mind. 60 seconds, anywhere, anytime. No one sees it, and you're not suppressing the emotion. You're getting your prefrontal cortex back online so you drive, not that alarm system. And you just can't tell yourself to calm down. It only makes it worse because your brain runs a threat appraisal loop, and this is constantly, automatically. It scans everything that's coming in, and when it tags something as a threat, your amygdala fires. Cortisol and adrenaline hit the bloodstream. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that handles logic and good decisions, it partially goes offline. This is Stone Age software trying to solve a modern problem. Your nervous system can't tell the difference between a lion in the grass and a hostile email from your boss. So when bad news hits and your thoughts start, spiraling, that's not weakness. That's your old, very loud system doing exactly what it was built to do. And that's precisely why just calm down just fails all the time. You can't think your way out of a chemical cascade. Arguing with your amygdala is like trying to reason with a smoke detector when the kitchen's on fire. Your brain's alarm doesn't care about your logic. Marcus Aurelius ran a Roman Empire, and he did it through constant wars and a plague that killed millions. And his journals always kept circling back to this one thing. Focus on what's mine to act on and forget about what isn't. You have the power over your mind, not outside events. That's a behavioral protocol for staying functional when everything around you is falling apart. You're not erasing the stress response. You're shortening its runway. Instead of a 20-minute spiral that wrecks your focus for the rest of the day, you get a 60-second reset and you're back in the game. You've got the tool. 60 seconds, 3 moves, works anywhere, no one ever sees it. Do one final round right now before you click away. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. Notice that your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenched. That's not a trick. That's biology. The only way this fails if you wait for the spike to hit before you practice. Practice when you're calm, so you'll be ready when the spike hits. Oh, one last thing. Just hit subscribe for more brain-boosting hacks that take minutes but change everything. It's an easy and free way to support us, and you'll boost your brain power along the way. Until the next time, this is Will Deek wishing you only success. And remember, you can stay calm anywhere and anytime.